तो भाई फिर से आ चुके हैं यार, वही गेम रेगुलरली चली भाई, स्ट्रीम मोड से भी तो कंटिन्यू विद द मैक्स पेन। बेस्ट यार ये। यो यार कोई एक बंदा है पता है, वो देखते ही रहते स्ट्रीम, ये बड़ा बढ़िया होता है यार।
मुझे फोन चला देना, मुझे केवल लैपटॉप ले उसके चला देना।
आहो इधर भी बात देगा
नाला सिस्टम चलाना, डेली दिन सेम क्लाइंट का फिर बिना भी चाहिए।
यो यो यो। अब आया नेक्स्ट, आप देखो ये सेट आ रहा है कि नहीं। कंटिन्यू करते हैं और क्या, रिज्यूम बाइनरी चॉइस इन द मिडल ऑफ समथिंग। तो अच्छा किया ना हमने सेव कर लिया। ऊज़ी ट्रंक विच कड्डियां मामा ही हुई तो जगह सी।
खा ला तू। मैं हाँ अगले फ्राइडे और पता नहीं। ठीक है भाई। अच्छा हाँ हाँ नहीं नहीं ठीक है। आहो हाँ बेस्ट है यार। डन। ओ भाई मिल नहीं मिली जगह। मदर जाने नहीं थे फिर मतलब मोन है यार कुछ तो मतलब कुछ तो संकेत दो भाई। मैक्स पेन है यार। कौन अनु है। इन्फ्लुएंसर यार तो पैच मैंने तो ए, अच्छा तो इतना दिक्कत होती है स्ट्रीमर्स को। अच्छा ऐसे कंट्रोवर्सी होती है। अच्छा जी। ओके पता नहीं यार। 600 ही चाहिए यार। हाँ हाँ हैं तो यूट्यूब पे भी ओह ये कितना यार। हाँ हाँ अच्छा हाँ ते यूट्यूब च भी होंदा है ना। फिर लाइव हो जाऊंगा यूट्यूब इंस्टा पे। कुछ ही दोस्त नु केड़ा हो तो लब लेना फिर मेरी आईडी ना बैन हो जाए। वैसे भी इन्ना क्या है आईडी दे विच। यार नेट पे देखा मैं कितने जाना है।
all.
Try to get to the.
Don't let him get away. You can't hide.
The competition overkill.
मैं देख रहा रास्ता कितने जा रहा है हो रही है हाँ, इस तो बाद इधर से बंदा आ रहा है मेरे क्यों नहीं आ रहा मैं भी तो इतनी दसेगा इतने मैं जाऊंगा तो बंदा ही नहीं आ रहा है मेरे वाले नहीं नहीं आऊँगा हजे उठते जाओ अच्छा ये है क्या हाँ जी पर ये वीडियो च नहीं देखा सी मैं यार हाँ नहीं नहीं वो पीछे सीगा ठीक है हाँ जी बस ठीक आ रही है ओके सो सेव कर लेते हैं
The cleaners had shed their skins. This was their turf, no need for disguises anymore.
Say again. Kill him!
go to her max blowing up
This cleaner stuff's made me think.
Didn't you... Hey! There he is! We got it! We got it! No! Stop! The room's full of explosives! Stop shooting!
Oh shit! Run! Run!
Max, what's going on?
The building's blowing up. That's what's going on.
स्मार्ट तो है भाई अपना बंदा तो जाना कितने बाबा ओए
You're dead!
This cleaner.
ओके 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 where we have to go यार ओके अब हमने कुछ नहीं करना ठीक है
Die, Payne!
हमने भागना है पर कहाँ को किथे जाना है मम्मा वे यार
Payne!
पिछले हफ्ते मैं गया सी पिछले हफ्ते
Coward!
दो दिन नहीं मैं अमृतसर क्या है सारा
Catch! Shoot! Cover me! I'm burning!
चल याद करता तेनों
Max? Max, what's happening?
नहीं हो गेम लपरी से याद कर रहे हैं
Max, come in. Can you hear me? Max? Max, answer me, Max!
कुछ स्टंट मारेगा क्या आज जी चेक करो ये तो चुप गया भाई हाँ जी रूटिंग हर सिनेप्सिस बाइनरी चॉइस मोना बनेगा क्या हाँ लैब मैं कैसे कुछ बनते होते हैं यार मैंने ना बहुत हल्का हल्का याद है कुड़ी बन गए हम हाँ जी चेक करो
I'm at the wrong end. I'll try to get to the roof to get a view of the place.
याद है ठीक है मेमोरी तो ठीक है थोड़ी गेम को लेके ना
Be that way.
ये ना छाला बड़ी सही मार दी है
On our backs hauling the hardware here because the choir building's not going to exist much longer. But what are we supposed to do with the bodies? They're not going to magically turn to dust when the building blows up. It's going to be a mess.
The boss will figure it out. Trust his twisted evil mind on this.
है मामा यो ब्रो ये तो एक ची बड़ी ये तो कमजोर है यार ये लड़की ऑब्वियसली मतलब मारती है स्नाइपर को इनको। ये भी कर रहे हैं। नीचे स्टाइल मार रही है। चार्ज हो गया फ़ोन 22%। हाँ तो ये पीछे हूँ मैं। दो है क्या? साला की कर रहे थे।
Damn.
भाई ये ना क्या मतलब हुआ है? अच्छा कि 64 रुपये का पंप शॉटगन। मैं भी मारा उसको। यो 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 क्या है इसके पास? डिजाइटिगर
Shoot!
ठीक है भाई रुको देखन तो दे सारा देख के मारी जंदा है यार हील चाहिए यार शायद इत्थे आएगा नहीं आया वो आया क्यों नहीं इस बारी
Cover me! You can't hide!
यार हील हाउ कैन आई गेट अ हील मैन पेन किलर चाहिए मुझे अच्छा 3 मिल गए तो सेव तो कर ले बाबा भाई वो प्यारा बंदा फिर से आ गया भाई जो देख रहा है यार कम ऑन मैन कीड़ियाँ क्यों आ रही है जैसे बोला चला गया लेट्स गो भाई मज़ा आ रहा है हाँ इधर
Mona, these guys are packing. Close to overkill. Hardcore professionals.
Whoa, babe.
Doesn't seem that way from where I'm standing.
Cover me! Kill! Coward!
ये सच्ची बात है तो सो गए सुमित
Sometimes, Mona, you gotta go down to get up.
Okay.
Mona, I know this sounds crazy, but I need you to go and call the cops. I need them here.
You're right. You are crazy. I'm a fugitive, Max. I just escaped from custody.
I wouldn't ask if it wasn't
Go to
necessary.
hell, Max. Bastard.
Say again. Stop it! Damn! Die, die, die! Kill him! He's dead! There she is!
Mona, I know this sounds crazy, but I need you to...
Don't let her get away!
ਇਹ ਸਾਰਾ ਕਿੱਥੋਂ ਆਂਦਾ ਦੇਖੀ ਪੈਦਾ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਇਹ ਭੂਸਾ ਇੱਥੇ
Max, what's going on?
The building's blowing up. That's what's going on.
Max? Damn you. Max? Max, what's happening?
ਉਹ ਚੈੱਕ ਕਰ ਉਹ ਡਿੱਗ ਗਿਆ ਸਾਰਾ
Throw the rules out the window. Odds are you'll go that way too.
Max? Max!
This hadn't been my first fall in the night. Still just a prelude to the real deal. Still a long way to the bottom.
There! Come on!
Max, company.
Mona, you have to take them out. Buy me time. I couldn't live without her.
Try to get inside. Head my way.
हम मारेगा इन्हें मैक्स पेन बनाओ यार मैंने
Max, can't get a good shot from here. I'll have to backtrack through the building to get a better view.
It's not like I'm in a hurry.
Do you want us to crack jokes about it? Or do you want me to go?
Go.
Thought so.
I was in trouble. I could only hope that Mona would find an opening with a view down to the yard to take the commandos out in time. Without Mona's help, I'd be a dead man. Suddenly, for the first time in I don't know how long, I realized I didn't wish to be dead. Mona, don't mean to rush you.
Looking for a window with a view.
खर्जा मामा अरे मैं
Still looking for that window.
Still no window, huh? Maybe we should lower our expectations.
Max, the route's clear.
I'm moving. Cover me. This is gonna sound like a rerun, but they've got me pinned down here.
I'm on it. I'll circle to the scaffolding on the other side of the yard.
एक्टिंग करा लो इसको यार मार तू तेरे सामने बंदा है
I was running out of time. I kept my eyes on the scaffolding, hoping to see Mona there.
Max,
Mona, I know this sounds crazy, but I...
Negative. Killer!
फिर तो सराहना शुरू तो करना पैना है यार
Max, what's going on?
The building's blowing up. That's what's going on.
Max? Damn you.
You're killing me.
Cover me! Don't let me get away!
You can't hide. Cover me.
Max? Max, what's happening?
यो यो उधर गया साला ओह दोबारा भाई रिवाइंड
Throw the rules out.
सेव कर लेगा पहले ना इधर
to get inside. Head my way.
और
No good, the door is locked. I need to get across the courtyard to the next door. I need you to cover me.
Max, can't get a good shot from here. I'll have to backtrack through the building to get a better view.
It's not like I'm in a hurry.
Do you want us to crack jokes about it? Or do you want me to go?
Go.
Thought so.
एटीट्यूड दिखा रही है यार.
I was in trouble. I could only hope that Mona would find an opening with a view down to the yard to take the commandos out in time.
Coward!
Without Mona's help, I'd be a dead man. Suddenly, for the first time in I don't know how long. Realized I didn't wish to be dead. Mona, don't mean to rush.
Max, the route's clear.
I'm moving. Cover me. Me. This is gonna sound like a rerun, but they've got me pinned down here.
I'm on it. I'll circle to the scaffolding on the other side of the yard.
I realized I didn't wish to be dead. I realized I didn't wish to be dead. Mona, don't mean to rush you.
Looking for a window with a view. Max, the route's clear.
I'm moving.
I move.
This is gonna sound like a rerun, but they've got me pinned down here.
I'm on it. I'll circle to the scaffolding on the other side of the yard.
I was running out of time. I kept my eyes on the scaffolding, hoping to see Mona there.
तो ड्रामे नहीं कर रहे हो?
Max, I'm here.
I was running out of time. I kept my eyes on the scaffolding, hoping to see Mona there.
Max, I'm here.
Mona, I see a gateway to another yard. I think I can get past the last sniper. I'm making a run for it. No luck with the door. There's a gateway here that leads to another yard. I'll try that.
Okay, I'll work my way through the building to meet you there.
Max Payne बना दो यार.
Mona, found something to keep me on my feet through this.
Max, I found a way. I'm coming.
Mona must have heard the sirens too. She must
माइक
not have
अच्छा ही
been too
बंद होगा
happy
मेरा
about it.
कैमरा.
Damn you, Max. I told you no cops.
How's the view, Mona? Aim for the gas bottles. Also locked. What's worse is the commandos are happy to see me. I'm going for the second door.
I'll cover you.
Damn it, Mona. Stop doing their job for them.
और मारा.
Mona, the guy in the leather jacket in your scope right now, he's the only one you're not supposed to shoot. Locked. Running out of doors here. One left across the yard. I'll need cover fire to reach it.
Okay, stay where you are. I'll let you know when I'm in position to cover you from the other side of the yard.
If she couldn't make it to the other side of the yard, I wouldn't make it out of there alive. It was that simple. How's the view, Mona? How's the view, Mona? Aim for the gas bottles. The bad news is the first door here is also locked. What's worse is the commandos are happy to see me. Going for the second door.
ओ
I'll
देखो.
cover you.
How's the view, Mona? Aim for the gas bottles.
मैं बोर हो गया यार. चलो ठीक है यार. Okay. नींद आने लग गई मुझे अब. कल से दोबारा से शुरू करते हैं. मैं GTA तो लगा दूँ इसे डाउनलोड में, है ना. और यार भाई जो एक बंदा देख रहा है यार, कौन हो यार तुम यार. बढ़िया यार. फक भाई तो स्पोर्ट कर रहा है भाई क्रेजी लेवल का. ध्यान जी. जिसमें मुझे क्यों लग रहा है कि ये मैं ही हूँ एक फ़ोन से कनेक्ट किया एक पीसी में। ओह फक, पता नहीं। एनीवे मैं अनावर 'रेज़िडेंट इविल रिक्वेम' भाई बच्ची होगी ना उसकी। कितनी चाहिए? 127 GB है। रुको अभी देखे किधर है। डिजिटल बॉब 127 GB बड़ी है ये। हाँ डी में बड़ी है, डी में भर देते हैं। टाइनी टीना ये गेम पड़ी है ये, इसको लीड करना चाहता हूँ मैं। How can I uninstall it? भाई इसमें इस गेम को लीड कैसे मार सकते हैं? यो अच्छा यो व्हाट्स अप बॉय। कितनी रह गई? बस 182 बहुत है भाई। अब करते हैं इंस्टॉल GTA मतलब लाइक डाउनलोड। लिम्बो भी, अबे शिफू भी है मेरे पास। डेथ लूप भाई ये गेम में GTA में ले लो, चलो कर ले दो। GTA है GTA। चलो दोस्तों अब भाई देखते हैं स्पीड। चलो ठीक है, सुबह तक हो जाएंगी, बातचीत कर लेते तब तक। यो भाई बड़ी स्क्रीन में तो क्रेजी लग रहा हूँ। रहने दो, ठीक है इतना। ओके कुछ और करे तब तक। 5 घंटे लगेगा इसको होने में, ठीक है। यो पाचा। हेलो विवेक, कैसा है भाई? बोलेगा कुछ भाई? क्या हाल है हलवे?
बढ़िया
भाई तेरी बॉडी बहुत अच्छी है।
बढ़िया भाई, थैंक यू भाई। ये लिखा क्या है भाई आप पे? स्टार्ट ड्रॉइंग कैमरा, अच्छा।
मैं स्टार्ट नहीं कर रहा।
अच्छा अच्छा।
तुम क्या करते हो तुम?
मैं लॉ कर रहा हूँ भाई।
वकील बनोगे?
नहीं, वकील तो नहीं बनना है, बस टाइम पास लॉ कर रहा हूँ।
कौन सा साल है?
सेकेंड ईयर है भाई।
तुम्हारी बंदी है कोई?
नहीं भाई, बननी नहीं है भाई।
क्या करते हो और?
पता है तो लॉ करता हूँ भाई।
नहीं, और फ्री टाइम में?
वो कर रहा हूँ मैं, क्या
तो
बोलते,
पौन
प्रॉपर्टी
बोलने लगा
डीलिंग।
था?
क्या?
पौन बोलने लगा था तो?
कौन नहीं बोल रहा था, प्रॉपर्टी डीलिंग बोल रहा था।
अच्छा अच्छा। तो बॉडी कैसे बनाई ऐसी?
जिम जाता हूँ।
मुठ मारता ब्रो?
बहुत कम भाई, मतलब हाँ मार लेता हूँ थोड़ा बहुत।
फिर भी इतनी बॉडी कैसे है तेरी?
भाई रोज थोड़ी मारता हूँ।
अच्छा, चलिए ठीक है यार, ओके। अरे निखिल,
क्या हाल चाल भाई?
कैसे हो भाई?
बढ़िया बढ़िया, आप बताओ।
यार तुम्हारी तो मुझसे बड़ी बढ़िया है यार।
धन्यवाद भाई जी, धन्यवाद।
बचपन से थी ऐसे ही?
बचपन में भाई आई नहीं थी यार, बड़े हो गया ये।
बड़े तो हुए नहीं यार तुम।
बड़े बड़े तो बहुत हो गए भाई।
बड़े हो गए? स्किप कर दिया यार। अच्छे अच्छे तरीके से बात करूँगा मैं लोगों से। हेलो आदित्य, कैसे हो?
शोका
आदित्य कैसे हो?
ठीक है।
भाई ये क्या हाथ में तुम्हारे?
ये है भाई लिप बाम, पर मैं से लगाऊंगा तुम्हारी गांड पे और फिर लंडा फंसाऊंगा।
तुम गलत बात करोगे मेरे से। यूर माय सोचो मैन। यार मुझे ना नींद आ रही है। लास्ट बंदा है यार, लास्ट बंदा, देखते हैं कैसा मिलता है। अरे भाई, अरे तुम तो मॉडल लग रहे हो। हैंडसम स्वागर। अरे भाई अंडी सी शक्ल क्यों दे रही है? फक यार, नहीं सॉरी। अरे अरे तुम मुस्कुरा रहे हो? बड़ा स्माइली फेस यू है।
क्या हुआ?
अच्छा लगा तुम्हें देख के।
तो सामने आओ।
मैं डर जाऊंगा यार। मैं अपने आप को तुम्हारे सामने नहीं रख सकता। कॉन्शियस हो जाता हूँ मैं।
अरे रख दो।
तुम काफी स्मार्ट हो यार।
स्मार्ट तो दुनिया है।
नहीं भाई, मेरी दुनिया ही तुम हो।
अरे इतना जल्दी?
और क्या, जिससे तुम अदाएं लेके
सामने तो आओ।
बात कर रहे हो ना, मेरी कच्ची गीली रहती है यार सुंदर लड़के देख के।
तो क्या हुआ?
तो फिर सुखाऊंगा कैसे? ठंडा में ठंड लग जाएगी ना, तुम समझ रहे हो?
एसी चला लो, एसी।
भाई ठंड है पहले ही।
अरे यार क्या ठंड है।
क्या करते हो तुम यादव देव, देव यादव?
कुछ नहीं, पढ़ाई करता हूँ इधर, बकचोदी कर रहा हूँ यहाँ पे।
फिर हो क्यों नहीं रहे बकचोदी?
भी नींद नहीं आ रही है मेरे को यार।
नींद नहीं आ रही है?
हम्म।
यार कोई गाने सुना दो यार, इंटरेस्टिंग यार, मेरे व्यूअर्स वेट कर रहे हैं।
तुम सामने आ जाओ, फिर सिखाता हूँ।
तुम गाते हो?
गा दूंगा, गाता नहीं हो तो आपके लिए।
यार रुको यार, मैं सेट कैसे करूँ कैमरे को? हुआ कुछ? मैं रिफ्रेश करूँगा तो मैं चला जाऊँगा ना यार।
आ रहे हो कि नहीं?
आ रहा हूँ यार, मैं चला जाऊँगा अगर मैं रिफ्रेश करूँगा भाई। अरे तो वैलोरेंट देखते हैं ना यार.
Do have the operator with Kung Kung. They do have the ult with CB and a judge. They've got what they need. They have the tools ready.
Stack's going to
Bagaw,
figure out
Triptodo.
what's going on here. To be able to actually get away. Doesn't get spammed off the door.
Damn bro, वैलोरेंट देखते हैं ना.
T1 feel as if they've created enough pressure here.
Bye bye,
Kung
Max
Kung just can't find the shot. That could be the green light.
Oh, they're trying to go, aren't they? Here comes the TP as well. He is going to be surrounded if he wants to try and stand his ground and take the fight here. The heat-seeking missile has been removed. Izu going to eliminate that.
Crazy bro.
Allow for the plant here. Actually denied by the shock darts.
Second one missing.
Yeah, Stacks given this now. That's time on T1's side.
Got a paranoia to work with here.
Blind OP होएगा.
Slow down this
Blind.
retake coming.
ये रुक गया.
Through from EDG.
Yeah, I like that. Meteor, though, going to find Chi-Chu. Meteor on the follow-up. Stacks on the swing. It's Meteor with 3.
Bro, blind OP था लेकिन. Blind OP था. है ना.
Unfortunately, it's a carousel around where somebody just has to go absolutely insane to turn the tides. Flip the odds in their favour. The adjustment from Kung Kung ever so slightly off. Catches Buzz here, but Izu just sticks the TP in hell. And again, Kung Kung here, he's in a spot where it's, I have to commit one way or the other, right?
I don't blame him for going down swinging. I don't really blame him.
This is an operator, right? If he gives up the site without finding a kill, it's not necessarily a playback input.
It's aggression from the word go. Izu instantaneous in finding CB. And even with that pick towards long, the map feels a little vulnerable here. They are trying to batten down the hatches, but T1 are playing a good game. Nobody wants info. Kung Kung wants a kill. He's going to get it.
Nice.
Oh, he stuck around for the second as well, committing to the spray. This is desperate, and it's desperate, and it's dangerous. And Smoggy gets the backpedal. Izu slowed down. It's a 3v3. Chi-Chu, brilliant. There, removing the threat on the A side of the map.
अब मजा आएगा ना.
Hear me out.
Once Izu dead, he's
Hear
got
me
him.
out.
Buries him. There's Buzz on 20.
पैसा इतना बाप है नहीं. देखो 12-9 है. अगर
हार गए तो इजी गए.
नेक्स्ट राउंड वो लोग जीतते हैं.
small.
सोवा अल्टी है.
Has he got the timing on Smoggy? I don't think so.
कंकंग का अल्टा आएगा. सोवा का मैन है. 12-9 हो गया. 12-9 में वो लोग का इकोनॉमी अम्मा बैन. तो हो गया 12-10. Hear me out. 12-10 हो गया. फिर बाद में 12-10 तक मीटर और स्टैक्स का अल्ट आ जाएगा. लेकिन ये लोग नोबडी के अल्ट में एग्रेसिव जा पाएंगे. एग्रेसिव. ब्लो फॉर ब्लो, पंच फॉर पंच, लेग्स फॉर लेग. वो लोग दे सकते हैं. तो 12-10 वाला राउंड अगर जीत गया 12-11 और बाद में वापस वो लोग इको जाएंगे 12-12. ओटी इज कंप्लीटली पॉसिबल मेरे हिसाब से.
ये शॉट यार बहुत सेटिस्फाइंग होता है पता जब वो मारता है ना ऐसे. भाई एक एंगल पकड़ के जब वो मारता है बहुत सेटिस्फाइंग होता है.
Are they looking to explode C?
I mean, Buzz got his ult and a judge, so
Kung Kung is here as well, though. It's not a light side of the map.
काउंटर हो गए.
Kung Kung needs to be ready. He's had moments in this position, but Buzz is on the way. They don't know about Smoggy, and Kung Kung's the one destroying them currently.
5v2
के बे. But by now, there's barely any of them
एंगल देख
alive.
रहे हो.
Kung Kung's reposition is nasty too. Vision limited, but
भाई
they're
क्या
trying to get
अप
out of
डाउन
there.
करके
And
क्या
Izu's
टिप्पी मारा बे
got
लेकिन
nothing
कंकंग ने
to do
ब्रो.
about this round. Munchkin left
मंचकिन
adrift.
निकाल तो सकता है भाई ये. बट ये नहीं भाई बहुत पीछे.
क्या पोजीशन था भाई.
सेव करेगा.
सेक्सी काउंटर किया बे. कुछ भी बोलो.
सेव करेगा भाई.
draws the eyes of T1 elsewhere.
ना.
Munchkin now put in a similar, well, much healthier.
बाप खेला. बाप पोजी. बाप खेला. रीड भी बाप था.
Elsewhere, I mean, ultimates
अब जो मैंने बोला था वो होने वाला है।
10-11 लग रहा है भाई। द हो ही गया, चलो 1v3 है।
पैसे है नहीं, 12-10 हो गया। नेक्स्ट राउंड में 2 अल्ट वर्सेस 1 अल्ट होने वाला है, लेकिन वो 1 अल्ट भी 2 अल्ट के पैसा एकदम भारी कर सकता है।
कट सकता है भाई, ये कट सकता है यार। मंचकिन हैगा ऐसा है, सारा आइटम है।
उसमें पॉसिबल है तो मेरा भी है। मैं गोल्ड से प्लैट आ जाऊं पर आ नहीं पा रहा हूँ भाई। इमोर्टल तक सब कुछ इजी है, बस तुम लोग को मानना है और मेरे जैसे खेलने का। कीवर्ड
पड़ा लगे पर उतना नहीं गया। एक दो
Come on.
No.
क्या स्प्रे बे, क्या स्प्रे।
The expected outcome. Hello.
क्या स्प्रे दिया बे।
Of course it is.
12-10.
That was snappy.
Anti, actual में anti.
I got really nervous.
He's droned.
He's
reconned.
They know where he is.
Beautiful catch here from Kong Kong.
फटी थी एक बारी को। नर्व पे अगर एक वीडियो गेम देख के तुम्हारी फट रही है ना, देखो सिंपल है, तुम्हारी गाफ कमजोर है। एक बार चेक करो नियर बाय। हाँ, वो लोग खेल रहे, फट रही तेरी है, गाफ कमजोर है। सिंपल बात है, सिंपल गाफ। कुछ खाओ एकदम बादाम बिदाम, क्या उसका स्ट्रॉन्ग के लिए क्या होता है वो सब का नर्व भाई।
Wouldn't surprise me to see
फटी थी।
some level
4v1 है भाई।
And like you said, they've already kind of guaranteed.
4v1 में कैसे फटी थी? Easy था, easy.
I guess in terms of the mind games, the psyche here.
आज कोई नहीं बच रहा, equality.
Are going to be sweating
Member,
bullets.
normal लोग mod सब equality.
Play with nobody Smoggy and Kong Kong who have theirs available here.
देख रहे हो क्या स्टेज है यार। जो लोग वैलोरेंट में बहुत सही खेलते हैं ना भाई, उनके लिए ये होता है। जैसे पबजी की टूर्नामेंट है, ये ऐसे वैलोरेंट का टूर्नामेंट
ना करो यार, ना करो।
ये लाइक वर्ल्ड वाइड होता है, ग्लोबली। माहौल चेक करो यार, कितना सेक्सी होता है यार। बहुत था मुझे कि हाँ मैं
चलो बिग बाय
खेल सकते हैं भाई, कोई दिक्कत नहीं है। अभी भी काफी बढ़िया खेलता हूं, बट
कुछ भी करके बिना कमिट किए, बिना 100 अल्ट कमिट के रहे ये लोग जीत जाए बस।
12-10 ओटी हो ही है। मैं तो कहना चेंज हो गए मैप यार, काफी मैप चेंज हो गया, मतलब लाइक
That's what I'm seeing if they can get done. Now Snacks, let's check here. Can at least look left side. That's 3 players drawn towards the B site. Maybe how they wanted to imply they want to draw out the Hunter's Fury is just pressuring B, see if they can get a cheeky plant. Not going to happen. Being very careful on the way out, taking the long road here. Had the player pushed up and holding the C long.
हाँ, get the player, get the bridge by. Happy Holy Bridge.
On the other side, right? CB down on A long. So almost a mirror. How this goes. Buzz being very loud about it, but Munchkin tried to start working. Didn't work out.
मैं भी क्या शॉट मारता था बाबा। देख ले सारा जो
हेलो
might get caught. Oh my god, no. This is not how this happens. Thank God for Kong Kong, but he takes a lot for it and nobody's dead. It's still exchanged. They've got an upgrade for Stacks.
Yeah, they got 2 rifles in the judge now.
It was can you get a win?
पेंडम का ना दूर से अगर मारते तो 140 होता है, वेंडर का 160 ही होता है। 160 में बंदा खत्म होता है।
गॉड, इस ब्लाइंड भी देने वाला है।
तगड़ा ब्राओ।
ये लोग स्मोक ब्लाइंड रिवील और वो घुसेगा।
गया
Buzz is in. Buzz has found a victim. No T1. Can Kong Kong save the day again? It would need an ace to keep them alive in the tournament right here, right now. And they are watching. They are waiting. The issue with being an icon is they know what you're gonna do. 13-10. EDG bowing out as T1 rights their wrongs.
वो ऐसे शॉक का हो गया ना यार।
भाई सेक्सी खेला, एक्चुअल में सेक्सी खेला। ब्लाइंड वाइड
insane performance from Kong Kong here.
वो कैसे मारा बे लेकिन?
It's just not enough.
जिस साला कितना लग रहा है साला।
Deliver a lifeline, take us to a third
T1. लग रहा है क्यूटी को। मेरे को फुल भरोसा था T1 जीतेगा। बोला था कि नहीं चैट 2-0।
Certainly the highlight previously here, but Buzz, Munchkin, and everybody stepping up for T1 today. All at their moment in the light. Unfortunately, as you said, EDG
just falling short here.
माहौल यार
बुरा लग रहा है यार
That's gonna sting for EDG. These guys are competitors, right? That's not how you want it to happen. But on the other side, on the flip side, for T1, it's a breath of fresh air. A chance to get away from under the heel, a chance to show what you can do. Turn the odds in your favor. Maybe a chance to go on a run. It's a long road still.
I mean, that Bayern performance is a statement to be made here of the form that T1 are bringing here in Santiago. Again, just to say it once more, Buzz playing a cut above. Coming into this series, really for me, Meteor, the person I was looking to really step up a little bit, show us what we know historically he's capable of, but for me, Buzz, man, it's just looking in tournament-winning form.
Yeah, he is absolutely on form. I think that's a really good way to say it. That form looking like it carried from map 1 to map 2. And again, he's as well. This has been a good swing for T1. A couple of worries and woes might be waning slightly now for the T1 fans, but still, EDG, it feels like it's still a lot to be done for this team in the future. Missing some of those key aspects that made them one of the best there is, but for now it's time to look towards the further distance T1 can run. We'll be hearing from him in Verizon post-match interview.
Trigger this discipline, bro. Like वो ना पैनिक नहीं होते हैं, इनको मारते आराम से मारते हैं. हाँ जी.
Dearly, as your Indian fan, which team should we root for? Dearly नहीं रहे, ideally as your Indian
First of all, we heard that you can speak Spanish and you're actually fluent. Can you teach me some words? Can you tell me some words in Spanish and also the audience?
How can you even ask, bro?
¿Qué pasa, hermano? Viva
Chile!
Chile!
कुछ तो बोला चिले करके उसने दिया
मैक्सिकन में बोला है स्पेनिश
कुछ तो बोला चिले.
I want to talk to you about your performance. We saw your performance in Pacific, but now you're so good. This stage was the stage, but
that's true. That's true.
스택스 선수 개인적으로 퍼시픽에서보다 산티아고 와서 훨씬 더 좋은 모습을 보여주는 것 같은데요. 비결이 있을까요?
일단 저희를 전쟁터에서
मैं ये मौका देना चाहूँगा अपने परिवार को थैंक यू करना चाहूँगा यार उनके प्रति भाई इज्जत यार मैं उनकी करके आया
They are making us feel like we're in the battlefield and they're rooting for us. So they help us focus on the game and they want to make us put on a
अच्छा ये वो है ट्रांसलेटर है बाबा
जैन बोलते
वो चिंकी चाइनीज में बोल रही है और ये इंग्लिश
una guerra que simplemente tienen que amasar y que está siendo increíble para ellos. So now for my last question, I also want to talk about that past game against Team Liquid, that last map, and also closing the series was so difficult. What were you guys missing to win this match? 팀 리퀴드전에서는 좀 도전하는 모습을 보여줬습니다. 특히나 뭔가 라운드 하나씩 따내고 경기를 마무리 짓는데 뒷심이 좀 더 필요했던 걸로 보이거든요. 어떤 진단을 내리셨을까요?
일단 뭐 딱히 경기력에서 졌다고 생각은 안 하고요. 그냥 저희 개인 때문에 졌다고 생각을 해서 근데 오늘 EDG전에서는 저희의 본 모습을 보여준 것 같아서 좋은 것 같습니다.
I don't think it was down to the amount of strats or the level of performance from the team. It was more on us making, well, with our individual performance. So that was what was missing. And I think today against EDG, I think we were able to show our true colors and show the world who we truly are.
Definitely. Be careful with T1, ladies and gentlemen. Y bueno, básicamente comenta que no fue por falta de strats
Breaking Bad वाली है ये.
Sino que fue por causa personal y por
Brings
todo
by
que no
long
podían
time
estar
के
preparando.
बाद मिला स्ट्रीम देखने क्या सीन सब बढ़िया सीन है मेरी जान बेटे
pero ahora pudieron demostrarlo contra EDG
así que cuidado.
अब होएगा ना
टैटू तो है
XLG में G2 चाय लेकर आओ
because we have this next match coming up. We have
G2 बोलते बात चाइना बार
Let's go baby.
ओ स्टैट्स ने इसलिए वो ऐसा नजर मिलाया जेन से वामस बोल
ये है वैलोरेंट पता तुम्हें
मेरी गाफ गई
यार असली कहाँ पे मिलेगी यार
नाचने रेडी हो चाय लेके मैं एस्पेनॉल बोलते
वैलोरेंट लाइव हाँ जी हिंदी में नहीं आती क्या दोस्तों सुसु कर कर आया, तब तक तुम देखो मैं चेक करो। यो यार ऐसे जैसे उनकी चैट चल रही है ना यार भाई, वैसे चलनी चाहिए यार, फिर आए पता लगे, मज़ा आए। और बताओ यार कैसे हो, अगर कोई देखे तो बातचीत करो भाई, पता लगे यार कौन है, कौन कौन हो भाई तुम लोग। यार ये खाई है तुमने कभी ये चीज़? G2 और एक्सल जी इनका है नेक्स्ट मैच। चार जाने दिख रहे हैं मुझे, डैम भाई। थैंक यू यार, थैंक यू फॉर वॉचिंग बॉयज। भाई मैं भी इधर होगा कि देखना तुम लोग, ऐसे साइन करूंगा मैं भी कैमरे में।
Welcome back everyone to day 4 of Master Santiago and our second elimination match of the event. It's XLG squaring off against G2 Esports. Once again, I'm Golden Boy here yet again with Sideshow and Wyatt. As fans begin to roll in, they're getting excited because this one, hey, listen, lots of question marks coming into this one. And you know Wyatt's sweating over here with his top 3 predictions.
I thought you were about to say, and regrettably, I'm still here with Sideshow and Wyatt.
What do you mean?
That was
guys, that's the last opening for the fellas' death. The fellas. Guys, can we please get a prayer hand? No, of course, no. Mimi's going to kill us. You understand that, right?
Yeah.
And rightfully so, as she should. But let's go ahead, though, and cut to the chase.
Okay.
Let's talk about G2
Esports.
Well, they're chasing a dub, Wyatt.
Chasing the international trophy.
That's right. Oh, look at that. That's words we can string together to make a cohesive narrative. But here's the thing. Unfortunately, that narrative gets shattered when Paper X absolutely obliterates you in some of these rounds, some of these maps. I mean, it felt like we were looking not like a team that won 3 championships in a row in the Americas region Sideshow, a team really struggling to find themselves.
I mean, there were moments actually in map 1 where it felt like, hey, maybe G2 have actually got what it takes to bring the game to Paper X. And then it slowly fell away from them.
पर महीने बाद यार चला जाना पे तो फिर की करिए कम करा के भी फिर करेक्शन लवाना पैना।
But I do think there is a large difference in terms of the quality of teams that they are going to be playing against. In terms of Paper X looking astonishingly good, and I'm not on board with Wyatt.
I'm not going to cope crazy mode. I'm not going to cope crazy mode. Just to touch on G2 though, back on that map 1, I was really impressed with Jaw. He had a great second half in that game, playing the Neon, turning things around. And honestly, I thought Trent was okay in that series, despite that horrific one singular moment.
हाँ,
I thought he was
दोनों
playing
तो
all
बाल
right aside
लेके
from
नहीं अपने
that.
वाले.
Like, there were some glimmers of hope from G2, but you know, ultimately not enough.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I think we do have to talk about like the mental of the team coming out the back of that, because there were some absolutely kind of heartbreaking moments, as you're alluding to, and it did feel like they were still trying to find their footing. They heap pressure on themselves.
Yeah, they do. But here's the thing. One thing we were worried about was whether or not this team would find a way to bounce back, whether they could motivate one another. And this is actually an opportunity we can go behind the scenes a bit. IGL Valent tried his absolute best to rally the team. But here's what he had to say to the squad going into map 2.
Bro, yaar.
Boys, listen. Whenever we're down a map and we feel like we need to catch fire again, it's not by one person. It's by the whole team.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
We're a team of 5. It's 20% each player, all right? You have 20% of a job to do on this map to win us this map, not 100.
IGL लगता है. IGL समझते हो? IGL होता है जो टीम का लीडर होता है. IGL in-game leader.
Unfortunately for them in that map too, it just
ये
wasn't
सारे नु like
happening
guide
the way
करता
they
है कितना
wanted it
खेलना है.
to. You can of course attest that to an incredible performance
Oh,
from PaperX, undoubtedly. But there were also, Wyatt, some rounds there that were just going the other way that were just depressing sometimes.
Yeah, the guys who were hot on map 1, Leaf as well, they started to cool off on map 2. And I felt like you could just see in real time things crumbling.
Yeah.
Players, I think, showing more negative emotion than they typically would. Like Trent, who, as I was saying, I did genuinely feel like he was playing pretty solid in this series. I think even on map 2, aside from, again, like that ISO moment where he missed this, Devi here coming out of the kill contract, he was getting some big impact kills in this game, but it just, in a reaction like that,
he said, I shot him so many times. At least that's what it sounded like reading the lips.
And there were moments after that, too, on cam where it's like the negative reaction just continued.
Yeah, and I don't think it's like that entire round that ended in the ISO ult falling to pieces was a 5v3 that should never have got into a 1v1 scenario. Baby Bay's one of those other players that I think you have to be putting the focus on. And I think the fact they're up against XLG here is a great opportunity for him to find his footing. When I was looking at what Baby Bay was up to in terms of just watching his POV, I feel like he did not adapt to the big stage against PaperX very well. I was seeing a way better performance from the guy in Americas. The stats are going to tell part of the story here, obviously, because he's playing like half as well as he was in Americas. But when you actually just watch his POV, his aim was way shakier. Yeah. He was less confident about the fights that he was taking. And I think this game has to be where he gets back onto solid ground.
In terms of what he brings to the team as well with the vibes, I mean, he's trying to be positive right now.
He's literally doing it now.
I mean, he's trying to get the ball rolling early, which I think is a good idea. Let's be real. In Americas, when they had moments where they bounced back, though, it often came from Baby making a big individual play and then generating the hype off of that. And then everybody started to feel it. And you could see them oftentimes pick up the tempo in their gameplay, start playing faster and more aggressive after a moment like that. But there was no moment like that to be, the catalyst of a mental turnaround. It was just this slow crumbling.
Yeah, and I think just to, one last note I will say on G2 before we move on to XLG is purely that, we often forget that this was a change-up that we saw from G2 come toward the tail end of kickoff, where they're implementing their double duelist ideas, being a bit more, proactive with Baby Bay, getting involved. And that was the first test outside of the Americas where everyone knows him, and he just so happened to be going up against one of the GOATs in Forsaken and PaperX, which is a tough one, which is why it takes us to the other side of the field. It's XLG. Now, this squad, gotta call a spade a spade. They had a rough start against NRG, but they did manage to pull up a couple of rounds, Wyatt, and I want you to give the viewers a little bit of that hopium.
Well, contrasting to G2, they're a team that has leaned into double duelist, the strict Yoru, basically full-time meta this entire kickoff run to get here outside of On Haven, which is clearly their worst map, and they have a perma ban. So that just put them down significantly against NRG, who are masterful on Haven. But when they got to Abyss, when they started playing this double duelist on attack, Rarga was a dog. He went 15-8. He had 5 first kills, 0 first deaths. Yeah. That's when you started to see them heat up. And I think genuinely, if they can get off on the right foot, if their shooters are shooting, and they've got shooters, we know that for a fact.
ये ना मैप पूल होता है, डिसाइड करते हैं कि कौन से मैप आगे दूसरी टीम चेक करो.
From what happened against PRX.
I think part of the problem though is that those strengths were only really showcased on one half of one map. Their attack side on Abyss was really nice, had a lot of threats to NRG, but they need to over more ideas. You know, make sure that is your attacks on all of the maps. Find some more footing on your defense sides. You can't just have that one note to success.
Yeah, there's a lot of question marks here for this XLG lineup. We had an opportunity to catch up with Lysor following XLG's opening matchup for this HyperX player moment.
这场打 NRG 虽然输了，但是怎么说？我觉得从中学到很多东西吧。然后我现在真心感觉下一场我们会赢，因为我发现更多是这个从中学习，然后从中进步。然后其实就算这场输了，我也没觉得就是我们就失败了，因为我觉得我们还有下一场可以打，我们可以从这场经验中跳出来，然后学习，然后把所有的精力和能力全都用到把下一场打下。
पर यार ये बंदे बड़े तगड़े खेलते हैं भाई ये चाइनीज ना.
当前这个版本，我觉得我们队伍英雄池正好可以覆盖吧，然后。我可以玩的位置很多，然后 Happy 可以玩的位置也很多，我们可以兼顾双烟、双哨，然后单烟、信息玩一个哨位，基本上版本主流的版本我们都能拿出来。然后 Noman 的可以去玩到决斗，玩到信息，然后有时候还兼顾哨位。我们所有人都拼尽全力。
कुल मिला के ये है कि ये अपना बेस्ट देंगे भाई हर एक चीज के लिए तैयार है ठीक है.
Well, let's jump in to the skirmish here. One thing I do want to say from that HyperX player moment that I thought was quite interesting was him saying like, hey, you know what, Lysor saying we lost, you know, but it is what it is, right? Kind of trying to brush it off. And I kind of have to expect that because you went up against the world champions, you know? That was a tough matchup for sure, and you showed that you can contend. But this is going to be a little bit of a different situation because those people who managed to get the better of you in your first matchup, G2 have gotten the better of domestically time and time again. There's certainly going to be a lot of work that needs to be done here if you're XLG.
Completely agree with that one. I think it'd be nice to get out to a good start here and have at least a bit of an advantage in terms of the map veto scenarios. But at the same time, I think they're going to be in a difficult spot because of that permaban that they have, and then get forced over to Haven.
This might be one of the most important skirmishes, honestly, for a matchup, because you do not want to be playing Haven first. I'm just going to assume the G2 are going to pick into that map. That being said, they only played it one time where they debuted that Phoenix comp that they ripped for PaperX.
Yeah. I mean, we saw that Phoenix comp have a huge amount of success in the hands of PaperX, though, haven't we?
Yeah, so, and it had success in the hands of G2, but they definitely had the surprise factor.
Yes.
That they did play it in.
Yeah, that's true. I mean,
कॉन्फिडेंस से बढ़ सकता है यार अगर आप देख रहे हो ना कि हाँ अगर अपना फुद्दू या नहीं मार रहे ना कुछ then you will like
kickoff as the
boost highest rated
player pretty much across the board in all stats.
पर कई बंदे जान के भी करते होंगे मेरे ख्याल में कि हाँ भाई होने नो फुद्दू बनाओ फिर बाज ये
look at the stats that he was putting up. Both of these players were absolutely nasty for their teams in kickoff.
Yeah, he really is astounding mechanically.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
In that mode.
Oh, wait a minute.
Wait.
He had time.
I'm telling you, this is a big skirmish.
Oh, snap.
Oh,
wait a minute. Oh, he dinked, bro. Okay, Valen.
Oh,
what are you doing, bro?
Oh, dude, that is a filthy shot to end it.
Bro, that actually might hurt a little bit in this one.
Oh, boy.
All right. So I do believe we might have the map veto flying up here in a second so we can show that. Because I am quite curious.
Okay,
there it
is.
Yeah, so we got Abyss, Haven, and if necessary, Breeze. So Corrode Pearl get blocked
Haven
first.
favorite
Split Bind floated toward the end.
ब्रीज बड़ा दिमाग खराब वाला फुद्दू मैप है भाई बहुत बड़ा मैप है ये ठीक है
Yeah, but they're not starting
काफी टाइम बाद ये कोई आता है ना मैप
which I think would have been their best opportunity to really get some momentum into this series.
Sure.
And if they started kind of beating down G2 early, if they have that aim firing on all cylinders with their stars like Happyway, like Raga, right? Then I think you could see G2 mentally getting into a tough position again. But starting on defense, this team XLG, they don't play with a lot of fire. They don't play with a lot of passion. It's relatively safe.
Yeah, I do want to see them pushing out more on the defense side across their maps. I think that would be much nicer to see. A bit of vertical rotation and confidence to find those timings. But I do think that the pressure in the opening map might actually be more on G2. When we've seen them in this double duelist new style of theirs, the comp that they ran on Abyss was like a Jet Yoru that they mangled the execution of that when they ran it in Americas.
Question, do you swap it up? If you're G2? Do you go back to what brought you to the dance initially, because maybe the double duelist ain't quite hitting here in Chile?
No. I don't think they swap it up and go back to like double initiator slow comps.
Sure, okay.
But I could still see them swapping the duelists around, having like Baby pull out the Waylay and you put Jorg on the Yoru instead. Just a bit more comfort, a bit more standard rather than running a Jet Yoru.
I think they lean heavy meta there. Yeah, and they had the breach on the map as well, which was...
Let's
see what the predictions are. How's everyone feeling coming into this game? Wyatt, I mean, I'm telling you right now, if I don't see XLG, you're done.
Talent prediction.
Wyatt! No! Wyatt!
I went with...
Wyatt, come on, Papa!
I went with G2 in this game because I thought everybody would pick G2. I wanted to curse them by getting the G2 picks across the board.
Jen's done.
But Jen has
Jen did you dirty dog!
Us, man.
Jen did you dirty dog!
Wyatt, I'm sick. So I want XLG to win.
I'm hearing
G2 are the favorite, but I wanted to curse them, man.
I'm hearing excuses. No, you not get to curse G2.
Oh my God.
Okay, it doesn't happen that way. Oh man, all right, folks, when you hear the crowd, they're ready to go. NS is hyping them up on this stage, but this matchup is gonna be wild. Can G2 find a way to dig deep, get a clean win, or does XLG manage to send an America's champion home? Let's bring out your teams.
Ruido! XLG!
आ रही है टीमें। भाई ऐसे भाई सोच रहा हूँ मैं ऐसे आ रहा हूँ।
G2 Esports coming into this one having to feel confident because they have been in these situations before, these pressure-filled situations. For XLG on the other side, they know they're going up against the Juggernaut, but they know they have what it takes to be able to take down the best of Americas. Let's see how this goes down.
Jimmy, you can feel the aura permeating in the air when Lysor steps on the stage and is ready to stand up.
I know.
This is an insane matchup. Honestly, it almost feels wrong to say this. Hard to believe at this point since G2 have been around for a while. But that being said, these are two of the best Ascension teams of all time in Valorant.
Are we
some of the most success
following that narrative?
I mean, it is legitimately true.
Yeah, you do kind of have to say that, don't you?
Oh, wild stuff there. Once again, your series layout, your HyperX series layout. Of course, Abyss, Haven, and Breeze, if necessary. Sideshow.
Massive underdogs in this game, and you've just won.
Sorry, दोस्तों.
This first map is going to be genuinely way closer than the rest of the series, perhaps, as well.
Yeah.
But because I think that we have yet to see G2 really can master this map, and they've looked a bit uncomfortable in comps that they've run previously.
Sure.
And this is home territory, at least on the attack side, for XLG. So, yes, it's an enormous uphill battle, playing against the Americas three-peats. But XLG can start off running here.
But we know that G2's starting on the attack. So you're an XLG fan, you're Wyatt, you got your XLG t-shirt, you have your XLG hat and your flappers, and you're ready to go. How many rounds do they get on defense here, Sideshow, that you feel confident about this XLG team when we swap sides onto the attack?
I mean, they need as many as they can get, obviously, but I mean, it's an attack-sided map in general. I'd be really happy if they ended up getting 5 on the defense side, maybe even 4, I'd be fine. But I think the win con is that G2 crumble their attacks strats, because that is what happened when we watched them play against Furia. They beefed their attacking execs over and again.
And Furia on that map were incredible at those fast retakes, floods back in onto the site, and I do think that's something that this XLG team can absolutely lean into versus playing like overly aggro in early rounds. Now, look, man on screen right now, Rarga, you have to
बंदा
pay
की चले
attention
बराबर
to
गेम
him
स्क्रीन
in this
विचों
matchup. Like I mentioned before, yeah, Rarga was incredible on the attack side. He was putting up so many first kills. Happy Way, serious shooter. They need these guys activated. And on the other side, you just have to be all eyes on Baby Bay. His debut map, he struggled. Can he bounce back?
Yeah, and the pressure is on Dre, but the thing is that pressure's been on this guy since he joined the team. He's been put in a lot of positions where he kind of is like a make or break almost for the squad, especially when it comes down to the mental.
Absolutely, and I think that the mental is going to be so interesting to track across what we expect to be a fairly close opener, because you've got Lysor standing up on one side, no man popping off, then you've got Baby Bay who's going to be trying to bring up the energy on the other side. I think that aspect, if you see one of these teams start to go quiet, you could be a bit concerned.
I am drawn though to the man that we just saw on your screen there,
because
I think when the going gets tough, you can't always rely on the one lead to get you the dub, and he needs to be in honestly exquisite form here today to kind of round up the rear and pick up whatever slack is left on the rest of the field.
Yeah, he is just one of those guys that is talented enough to put up star level performances, take over a map on any agent that he's playing. He did that throughout Kickoff, Breach, Viper, whatever.
But what is he going to be playing here? Because,
no idea.
Yeah, because last time
I think it's, don't know.
He was on the Breach playing on Abyss previously. I don't want to see him on that. Like, I know you're saying he can pop off on any agent,
but
I
mean, yeah, he
has ever.
I'm not saying I want to see him.
Exactly,
I'm not saying I need to see him in the server,
He's just more likely to pop off if you put him on other roles. Like, maybe you could see a Viper coming out here if they wanted to play something like that.
All right,
what are they gonna run?
Yeah, I'm excited to see this. Leaf is going to be on the Harbor coming out.
Oh my god!
Yoru?
I like
Harbor?
Dude, I like that.
It's kind of cooking. I think this map you can really make hard work. It's good for flood.
Yoru sexy, Vele. दो duelist.
That Harbor is
दो smoke भाई एक initiator.
He likes to be able to cut up the map,
दो duelist.
space. That's a good agent for him to use.
Almost no one is playing Neon here as well.
हाँ
See a Neon come out. That is weird.
Folks, this is it.
देखो लेट्स गो भाई देखते हैं ये तो सेक्सी चीज लग रही है हार्बर है यार हार्बर बहुत कम लेते हैं लोग भाई मतलब लाइक टूर्नामेंट में हार्बर नहीं है ओके लेट्स स्टार्ट भाई शोरा शुरू
Once more into the breach, G2 Esports looking to rebound after that loss to the hands of PaperX. XLG looking to do similarly, not wanting to go the same route, not wanting to suffer the same fate that EDG just did.
Absolutely. I mean, this is really important for their region as XLG because you're starting to look like maybe, you know, everybody might have been right about your region, that you're shaky, that you're the weakest region coming into this. But this is the team that a lot of people were pinning their hopes on as the most fundamentally sound, as the team that could actually potentially do damage here. But NRG proved that they were a step above, a class above. But we are going to go to Abyss, a map that is so important here for XLG. They're going to start on that defender side, the side where they got absolutely bullied, which is shocking because it's a side of the map that they were rather good on domestically. They had a couple 6-1s where they closed out maps really efficiently on that defender side.
Well, now going into the Abyss, XLG's map pick. G2 opting to change up the comps here, shattering our expectations with Valen bringing out this Harbor.
Let's go, bye.
And you're going to be looking to see what that Storm Surge and the new High Tide really do for you here.
Okay, well, we're not going to see this round. Picked apart there in mid. WS Leo able to find the opening, kill the map.
Why even theory craft? Why do I bother?
Easy blonde.
Sometimes you get shot.
तो इसमें 5-5 की टीमें होती है अगर तुम्हें नहीं पता भाई तो एक 5 टीम जो होती है वो होती है अटैकर या डिफेंडर लाइक डिवाइड होती है 5-5 में 10 बंदे होते हैं एक डिवाइडर और एक सॉरी एक डिफेंडर और एक अटैकर
spawn and Leaf is just not registering this at all. Trent will be able to trade one back, but you still have Raga on that angle, and I don't think he's going to be red at the moment. Baby trying to hold
अटैकर को प्लान करना होता है बम
डिफेंडर को बचाना होता है. The corner finding the timing, Lysor going to be struck down. Looks for a little bit more, but Happy Way will get him with the ghost. Raga's participation on that flank not going to be needed. XLG find the opening pistol.
Yeah, that's exactly what the doctor ordered here for XLG. Get off to a good start on this defender side.
उनको पैसे मिलते हैं
Just a nice
तो वो गन ले
pick
सकते हैं.
Oh, the reveal there, very nice. He just kept kind of spamming through. Valen tried to assume that he was going to stop with the spam, and he didn't. Paid the price. There's a couple players that got caught out in the open here. kind of a 3-2 split, cover mid, work their way back in towards a retake. No man immediately trying to hype the team up. Need a lot from him on this waylay. Bit of a struggle. Last time out against NRG, but
हार्बर इंडिया का बंदा है पता तुम्हें, जैसे ना जो भी एजेंट्स है ना, तो ये है अलग-अलग कंट्रीज के, तो जो ये पानी वाला हार्बर ये अपने इंडिया का मुंबई.
Drone goes up and over the top. Leo getting the tag onto one.
Wait for it.
Safety for Fallon, but still falls. Happyway has the transfer, looks for a third, runs out of bullets, but Leo is there. Picks up the pieces as Jogamo gets taken down so far.
देख लो तार सामने ही है.
Flawless, but Leaf will be able to find the finish on the enemy Astra.
दूसरा राउंड भी वही जीतेगा जो पहले राउंड जीतेगा.
So much more work now needed and necessary as Baby Bay.
होता है mostly ऐसे होता है.
With just a shorty in hand. They know where he's at. Oh, trying to go for the no scope ends up costing him, but Raga will get picked apart, but they can just swap out the Stinger for the Outlaw. Now they're the Spectre, juggle the weapons around, and that's a 2-0 start for XLG.
Yep, pretty good, pretty good. You'll take that as XLG.
ये sexy हो गया मोमेंट.
Holding the line nicely up here.
Heavy dink हो गया, but almost.
Sometimes things could get a little disorganized for XLG on some of these anchors that they were trying to attempt. You know, NRG does such a good job of
पंजाबी जो बोल रहे
there, hitting you with some util and then knowing when to dive back and things like that.
यार वो बड़ी
Really
चीज
tricky
बहुत
for
सही
the
लगेगा
XLG
ऐसे. मतलब अच्छा
defenders
लगता है.
to
Fuck यार.
really plant their feet, hold their
अगर तुम
lines.
खेलते होगे गेम तभी
Bit
तुम like
aggression, though.
you can feel this कि वो क्या सीन हो रहा है उधर यार.
Man's gonna go for a push here potentially. Yeah, swinging out, going right past Fallon's shoulder. Quick little refract back to safety. There's Leaf, okay. On the linger here at B window. It's out Happyway. Solid first advantage found for G2.
बंदे check. Oh fuck.
Calling out this anti-bonus, but Lysor lurking forward into the smoke. Will be found. Baby Bay spotting out the head. Gets the shot. That's now two-player advantage to get ready to strike into the A site. Raga, however, is here in position, finding Fallon once again. Baby Bay goes up and over the top, clears out the enemy Yoru. And now it is just Leo to try to see if he can make this a bit more costly, but his position is known.
यार G2 जीतेगी मेरे लग रहा है यार.
Shockdarts find a little bit of damage, but I don't think there's much more realistically to be done unless he can find a crazy shot on the Baby Bay. But likely he's just going to cut back, wait for the spike to explode, see if he catches somebody on the exits at the same time. It's like Leaf not going to give him the opportunity, comes up with a 3K, and G2 Esports gets themselves on the board.
Okay, exactly what you needed to do here as G2. Very clean anti-bonus and
stream करता है जो obviously करता होगा भाई.
Happyway's alt Leaf one away from his.
Stream like casual stream नहीं
those two
होती
have been
जो.
able to do, but I think for me, what I'm really curious about here is some of the early round macro that I'm seeing, and a lot of attention being paid to mid by both teams, and it's something that with XLG was where even in rounds where they lost, I thought they had some really nice ideas on how to take mid. Like you saw that two-man window push against Brock where he got that double kill. It's like that was the right idea, just you got outplayed. And things like that I could see G2 being aware of. Using that Neon a little bit to do some scouting. See, Marga can get some value out of this push.
This is mightily
Blind हो जाता ना.
Three players just around the corner, but it's going to be able to find one and get out scot-free. Not fast enough to punish this drone now. Go up and over the top, got the ping onto Happyway. Baby Bay trying to set up with the saturate, but it's not going to be able to find him and cannot get the flick. Raga finds himself a second, and Happyway up over the top takes down Trent. G2 just not knowing what was hitting them here on this side of the map. They'll find themselves in a 2v5.
Attack कर रहा है वो थोड़ा fast खेल रहा है.
Maintaining the lead and stretching it 3-1, barring some incredible clutching at the hands of Valen. It would have to be an ace. Finds the first, gets himself on the board, sets the smoke, but how are you meant to try to tuck away and stay alive with 48 seconds remaining in the round and just 21 health?
Save करना चाहिए इन्हें.
See some mistakes from XLG.
पर save ही नहीं कर
much hope.
क्या रहा है?
Try to wait it out.
देख.
Spamming the wall, trying to find that stray shot. They know that he's tagged up.
उन्होंने पता है कि ये थे यार.
And now his way through that connector.
Sussed
out as to where Valen could be.
जैसे कुत्ते नहीं हो जाते बिल्ली नू.
Do they want to pursue deep enough to find him? Flushed him out and take the weapons away.
Save भी नहीं करने
Might have
देना
thought he
हमको.
slinked his way back over towards the spawn. So
10 seconds left.
for the moment, Valen looking likely to be able to retain this weapon.
Yeah, the execute there.
मामा मारो यार.
G2
इस सालों save करने दे
again,
रहे
a little bit out of sync. I mean, this is something that started to rear its ugly head against Paper Rex for G2. It's just not being able to coordinate as well. And you know, I had a quick talk with Jog before the match, and he said, man, we just got to get on the same page. Like, that's what's killing us. And, you know, you get that identification, and Baby Bay can't track down the target fast enough. He's a little bit slow to the punch there behind the recon utility, and therefore he can't get the saturate to land, and Rugger's in a perfect position to punish it. So a lot of these things already going to be thought about, because G2 is going to pop an early timeout.
Timeout,
Not liking
G2 की तरफ से timeout.
deficit they find themselves in, and I think for good reason, because XLG, the defender's side, wasn't exactly where they were putting up the best performance versus NRG. That was when they got over under the attack, and their triple dive on the B site was just causing so many pains for NRG to try to deal with it and slow down that pace. If XLG is able to get a very strong start from this defending half, they're pretty well slated to be able to take this map.
Yeah, absolutely. And to add insult to injury for what was going wrong for XLG, because what you're saying is 100% correct. On the rounds where NRG started to slow the pace down, where they started to hold some of the mains a little bit deeper, when XLG wanted to get aggressive, they were just dismantling them. I mean, time and time again, you know, it's kind of nice here, I guess, as XLG. You don't have to worry about some of that Teho utility. That was really giving them grief in terms of getting caught by, like, you know, the drone, and then you can't dash as the waylay, player caught out. Like, some positioning mistakes from XLG. Like, that was one of the big things I noticed on this defender side, was positioning mistakes. Wide swings where they're out in the open when they don't need to be, trying to take fights where they're not favored because they could have changed their angle a little bit, maybe had a better opportunity against the NRG players, things like that. So far, looking better for XLG for sure. Let's see what G2 has dialed up. Stinger for Leaf. Everybody else rifles.
Oh, late TP here from Lyser, trying to go for a trap play, but does have to back away.
Push kar rahe ho, rush kar rahe ho.
Trent does eat a good amount of damage, so down to 43. Always swap the weapon over, but we want it into the hands of Leaf.
जी think भाई ये फायदा होता है भाई gun advantage check कर रहे हो तुझे उन्हें भी head मारा
utilizing
this powerful gun always win baba.
And it was so early, and because you've got 3 players at the front of A main there, you think
जो लाल वाले हैं attacker इन्होंने bomb plant करना है.
We're just clearing that space now. Be a little bit late. See if Happy Way want to get involved. The recon dart boarding him initially.
काफी बदलाव आ गया पैंचो गेम में. काफी बदलाव आ गया bro.
Arga again. Sprinting around that flank, his way across the attacker spawn now. Valen, most disconnected of the G2 players.
जो टैची मारी है ना ये होता बम्ब. इन्हें plant किया है
ने. Like now, starting to get the read to try to go for the check. Swings out and will be able to win the fight. A critical headshot to be found, but Joggermo still going to be taking out a Baby. 2 massive kills for him, found over at the connector. Traded out, but now a 2v2 is Trent.
ये ultimate होता है. इसमें ultimate भी
doesn't get a shot. Happyway's just sticking this. They need to interrupt that. As the transfer will drag him off. Happyway looking for the turn, and it's going to be Trent narrowly coming out on top. That was almost catastrophic, but G2 will be able to find the round win.
That is on an absolute knife's edge. Trent there, hopefully that's a confidence booster for him, that he's able to get that clutch. My goodness, Valen a big win. Baby Bay hitting some good shots. Just want to throw it out there, excited to be able to cast him. Good friend. But yeah, that was
timeout. Timeout के बाद का system check करो.
That really could have gone XLG's way. If Baby Bay doesn't hit those 2 shots, if Valen doesn't win, there's so many little things that could have gone wrong for G2. Again, liking the macro from XLG. Get some sharp shooting from Rarga and Happyway and company. He's going to send out the ult there.
It's a quick exit, but now you have this later linger from Leaf. Look at him, still positioned in the attacker spawn. Knows that XLG have been going on these flanks. Wants to try to intercept rather than be the one that got punished. They're suspicious of it. Do have some weaker weaponry, but now Trent taking that point. He has to swing in from behind, finds the first. Oh man, Leo, it could just push forward and try to just dismantle the players that are there on the site. Up the pace, and it seems like that's exactly what they're going to try to do. Is Valen spraying and praying, but eating a bit of damage in return.
Ooh.
Tries to slow down to the approach, but at the same time, Happyway is able to find Baby Bay. Valen's tagged down the 2, still finding that elimination. It's all down to Joggermo and Leaf.
यही फर्क है bro, पता है.
Here's the rotation into the site. The time starting to get away from them. Has to go for the full stick, but Joggermo will strike in off the flank, finds that kill. Leaf wanting blood, will be rewarded with it. Nothing to be retained here on either side. All players dead, but G2 tie it up at 3-3.
There's really just good awareness from both sides. I'm quite in terms of how they're thinking about these rounds, how they're thinking about their strategy. Baby Bay there, gonna out-duel Rarga, create some space. That's what you're gonna need as G2. And again, XLG has the awareness of that late lurk from Leaf, even though it ends up costing them because he's patient enough to wait until they've fully committed past that angle. Tons of ults here for XLG. This is a very important round for them in terms of the ult economy and their actual gun economy. Goes Baby Bay.
Looking for the dash in again, catches a glimpse of Nomad. Frax out. This is all a bit of a ruse to try to keep some attention tied towards this side of the map. At the same time, Leap in mid, able to win out the fight versus Leo. Drone in that Sova util not going to be available for the potential retake as Raga's nearly fished out of that tower position. Talking about similarly. Happyway just goes for the spam. Finds the kill. Raga hadn't even gone to the dimensional drift yet. That is just unlucky. At the same time, Baby Bay now going to be taken down. It's a player advantage over to the side of XLG. Looking for the pop flash out. Balin tucking into the corner. Eventually will fall. Push forward through the cockpit divide. And Leap narrowly able to win it out versus the Orbit's going to be paranoid up. Sat here in the cubby, and Lysor will be able to flush him out. XLG not allowing for G2 to gain the lead.
Yeah, it's such an important battle for mid that's going on to give that extra player advantage. You don't get to see it on screen, but Baby Bay with the follow-up layer after he sold a bit of a fake. And Leaf clears the first, and Baby Bay has to worry about a bunch of different angles, and Lysor comes in pretty late. Gets a big win out there. Varga, all that info. This is huge right here. That second kill, the fact that he's able to double down on players coming out of the Cosmic Divide. Absolutely brilliant.
Yes, I took. Back up on his feet. Oh man, Hypen right alongside him. Just to be excited about in the G2 camp at the moment.
Happyway's 12-4 right now.
I really feel good, yaar.
That was so highly rated.
कितना fast press कर रहा है bro. वो साले पहुंच भी गए site.
He is showing why. Even a stinger variety of an eco. Attempt here for G2, just a couple sheriffs and classics otherwise.
I feel like this is a bit of a head scratcher for G2. You don't get any contact here, posting up players so deep in mid.
Make sure भाई.
There's finally a drone.
Like करके जाओ यार जो stream आ रहा है, जो stream में आ रहा है.
Still man. Able to find the shot. One player going to be taken down. Seems like Leo, very strong awareness of this position from Baby Bay.
मैं miss कर दिया ना कुछ.
And Baby Bay now last one standing with the classic. Should just be dead to rights, and he will be. 5-3 XLG. Already having a very strong defender side. G2 feels like already needing to win this follow-up round. They've got 3 ultimates to try to utilize.
Yeah, I think this might be one of those times where try to go for those big set exec plays. See what that kind of rehearsal has looked like, the practice in the lead up to this map. For G2, something that worked a treat for NRG. Might be a moment where you can try to double down on that a little bit. Hammer this B site. It gave XLG grief to try to hold this down. Saw it time and time again. And NRG was able to brutalize their way through. Like you said, tons of ults available.
Happyway just drifting inside of the site.
यार Max Payne मैं खेल रहा था वो बंद कर दिया मैंने.
Lands right there in front of his crosshair.
कल खेलूंगा दोबारा.
Now he is still free to dance around this site. Divide going to be called again from Lee, but Raga all around the back finds him right as he exits out of the astral form. Push to the smoke and Chogamo! Mo's down 3, gets the 4th!
Bro.
What a timing to be found! That is one hell of a way for him to jumpstart the engine at just the 1 kill before. He just tears them all to pieces in the blink of an eye.
Only him. Only him, man.
Unlucky TP there from Lysor.
Oh, man. He could not have timed that better. Literally everybody's util or TPing or not looking his way. Unreal. I mean, that looked so good for XLG. And a late dart there from Trent. Baby Bay's ahead of the curve. So again, that coordination between those two players a little bit lacking here on Abyss.
TP in the mid.
वो होते हैं ना कि
and he absolutely destroys 2.
Unbelievable
transfer to be able to find Valin as well.
Sexy.
This is such a snappy reset. No man tagged low, but does have that regen armor behind.
भाई pro ही होते हैं.
Meanwhile, Raga trying to hold here in A main. Seems like they're suspicious. There's the push, but he's got the Guardian. He has the one tap. Will just make a very short hop exit back into the site. They cannot find the punish. He needs to stay alive as Leaf is on the approach here, but Raga just catches him exploring around main. That leaves Leaf now. And 1v4. It just feels like every time G2 find their footing, they get that round win. XLG are able to just kick their legs right out from beneath them.
And it's big plays from Lysor this time. Comes out. The 2-for-1 hits him on the side too. That is filthy stuff.
भाई जो उस बंदे ने रीसेट किया ना, इसमें पता क्या जब आप एक बंदे को मारते हो तो आपके होता है कि भैंस से दबा के रखूँ मैं उसको, फिर जो रीसेट करना होता है ना भाई वो है जो दिमाग का बड़ा वो होता है भैंस, मतलब लाइक कंट्रोल होना चाहिए भाई। देखने में आसान लगेगा पर नहीं भैंस ऐसा नहीं। तब होता है कि मारते रहो भाई वो मर ही जाएगा।
But going to be holding that one. Overdrive now available for Jogamo. So decent amount of firepower into this one. Hinder will connect.
जो बोलते हैं ना काम एम ये चीज होती है।
Real way to chase in and find that punish. Meanwhile, noise made in mid. No man just scales in. It's flush against the box, but the swing could come through for Jaw, but no, hasn't gone around that top mid pillar.
They know he's there. They at least suspect. Danger pings over in his direction. Now they know for sure.
And there's the catch.
Done.
The overdrive not to be seen in this round. Once again, a player disadvantage to G2. Clear the recon. No info going to be gained there. Raga just staying flush against the wall to push forward. Valen able to find one with a stinger. Baby Bay as well. Getting involved. Finds Lysor. The Harbor now taken down. It's frantic, spraying and praying for Raga, but eventually finds the reset to eliminate Leaf. Drop down Baby Bay. Saturated, still able to find himself a third. And they're going to go for the backside plant, but it is Happyway on the opposite side. This guy has been a menace. And now on the approach. It's the one eating the early damage.
He's going to have a lot to play with here. Stars are coming up.
Let's see, ये भी मारता है वैसे
wants
बंदा.
to set this up. Place them, try to make it look like he's pushing there from the spawn side, but grabbing the window.
Just the micro that he's got going on this approach is damn impressive, but Trent will be able to find the kill. Lone survivor once again, G2. He's unable to get these round wins cleanly. It's very sparse when they pick him up as well, but in with a shout to try to make this a 6-6 half. They nearly have a stacked deck. It's 4 ultimates to utilize.
I mean, it just feels like some of these rounds come down to some hero plays for G2, where you need somebody to get that big 3K to reverse the great starts that XLG is having. Again, I can't credit XLG enough with the macro ideas, the strategic view that they have. Sometimes they lose in these scrappy battles, where they get caught in the timing like we saw with Jogamo earlier. This time, they're going to move Happyway over. Convergent pass, going to be able to sidestep it.
Pushes up in towards tower, clone to be cleared. Overdrive now going to be popped. Happyway isolated, picked apart. Jogamo not looking to overstep, however, as the Hunter's Fury is now going to be called in. Just for a quick check around the back, but the Mental Drift is in from Raga. To see what he can spot out. These defensive positions known. Has seen damn near everything, makes his exit. And now they get ready to go on the push. Baby Bay, however, still on tower. Takes out Lysor. It's a 2-player advantage to the side of G2. The swing in. Baby Bay finds himself another. Raga dead. Tobias Leo. An ace clutch to try to get XLG a lead at the half. Hunter's Fury now coming through, scouted him out, and Valen will be able to find the shot on the drop. 6-6. We are all tied up at the half.
That was a really nice round there, a really nice set execute for G2 off of that convergent pass, a relay bolt to follow it up to clear out the corner that Happyway is in. Really nice setup on this one, and then he can just hunt him down. You have the Nova Pulse there too, great stuff.
Well, G2 were able to sit back, watch XLG play this attacker side previously. What have they learned and can they shut it down? We'll find out after the halftime break.
Let's go, boys! Let's go, boys.
Red Bull gives you wings.
Wings. हाफ टाइम हो गया तो एक आधे मिनट की बहुत ये ब्रेक. बिस्किट खाओगे यार तुम लोग? और यार हाल चल बताओ अपने यो मुझे सच्ची में हैरानगी हो रही है भाई लाइक वैलोरेंट जिससे मैं पूछता हूँ ना वो देखते नहीं है भाई पर तुम लोग कैसे देख रहे हो यार वैलोरेंट के बारे में उन्हें पता नहीं है जिसको कोई चीज़ के बारे में नहीं पता वो देख क्यों रहा हो मतलब वैसे मैं पूछ रहा हूँ क्यूरियोसिटी भाई
coaching staff continue to talk with these teams. G2 very difficult scrape by to make it up to 6 here at this half. Can they find an opening pistol, try to run this one back, or is XLG once again going to find a very successful overall attacker side of the map?
First off,
gave energy so many fits.
जो पहले टैगर थे उन और डिफेंस हो जाएगी जो पहले बम प्लांट करते थे उन हो जाएंगे दूसरे
Yeah, I think for me when I'm looking at this from XLG's perspective, I'm trying to
XLG भी अच्छी है
get the read on how does G2 want to play this half with this composition? Do they want to get aggressive because they've got double duelists? Are they going to be setting up a lot of traps at mains with the Neon Waylay combo? Because you have so much ability to just stun up, slow up, you know, saturate your opponents and get that free pick and get out, things like that. But on the other side of the coin, because you have a harbor here, it also starts to make you think maybe they're going to play a bit retake heavy potentially because you have some ability to do that too.
Let's see.
But it's actually just a pretty spread formation, deep posts early. Jogamo trying to get up there.
Oh, sees the TP4, just has to back away. Drops down, giving up that space, and for now, XLG will be in control of the site. Fast rotation is going to be coming through. Meanwhile, Happy Way, a late linger in the mid, going to be spotted, but he finds the headshot onto Trent.
Jeez.
Damage even now, Jogamo dead as well, as will be able to peel one back. So a 3v3 as the dust settles. Then for the moment, Zoom XLGs, they look to try to hold this line. Babyface swinging, finds the finishing shot, but Happy Way trades it. Leaf again, now on the hunt. Goes up and over the top, he's unanticipated and unread. The Cove there to try to protect Leaf, just body blocking as well as the defuse gets held up to completion. 3K for Leaf and a pistol round win for G2 puts them in the lead for the first time here on Abyss.
There you go, now you get to see some real value out of Harbor, especially on a pistol round. Shield's gonna be tough to break. Great presence of mind there. Set one up high-low there for G2 on this retake. You know, the star comes out immediately. You drop one underneath, set up another one up top, get that high-low, and it's so difficult for XLG to get the read on that. Really nice retake for G2. Looks like it might be another pistol going the way of XLG.
Like stream, bro.
Hang on, oh, what a shock dart.
That is a massive bit of damage. 3 players tagged up, Happy Way eating the brunt of that. Follow-up, not going to be able to find anything more, but still, G2 very well set up for a clean anti-eco. Draga revealed, taken down, Baby with that outlaw on hand, but able to find Noman as well, so now Duelist eliminated. That will come in, it's just Lysor, lone player at full HP, has a shorty in hand, playing his backside position, trying to see if anyone falls into his trap. Seems like maybe Jogamo getting a bit of a read of this one. Just sliding forwards, turning around, he's trying to find him. Eventually we'll be able to do something, not before Valen falls, but the cleanup will be swift. 4 players surviving, G2. Damn clean.
Next round, easy.
Move up now, 8-6.
Bit of a discussion, who wants the alt orb?
Make sure you get the orb onto the right player, make sure you've got all the good weaponry.
So I really like this round for G2 in terms of what I'm seeing in their defensive protocols. The patience here, you know, the early darts, they're going to be waiting for that second follow-up dart to see if Trent can, you know, double down on that, get a kill. There's a grab well there as soon as the execute comes through to cut the pieces of XLG in half, and then you've got the recon stuff to come through after that to get that vision, get that early kill. And just play that flood retake so they have a much harder time getting that plant down. Flood retake, but it's sort of a hold, we'll call it. But all that looked really crisp and sharp from G2. Well rehearsed. Clear there for Jogamo so he can keep pressing forward, and it's a big stack from G2.
He is not alone in this. This is a massive push out. 3 players, but looks like it will just fade away.
Push kar rahe ho mid do.
Not looking to go on the flank. Baby Bank fires out a shot. Will be able to find the clone. Tucks into the corner now, though, as the saturate lobs in. Double dash over to the side.
They don't know
avoid getting caught. Shocks at the ready. Decent baiting here from XLG. Just trying to get this util out of G2 nice and early. Frack now down. The push forward. No man on the peak. Able to find one. Jogamo eliminated. Leaf desperately trying to find that kill. Eventually will be able to do so, but now it's going to be Baby Bay eliminated as well. 3v4 attempt at the wide swing, but Lysor able to find the track. Valen, however, stinger in hand, comes up with 2.
Come on, man.
1v1, the spike never planted. So Leaf just backs away. He dips out of the sight.
I got the spike.
Does he go for a full rotation? Where does Raga feel that he can plant this the safest?
Oh, no way.
Does he also
maybe
think that he can cut across? Pouring all the way around. Leaf tucking in over towards mid. Raga, does he peek the angle? He's gonna have knife out and Leaf plays it to perfection. Another 3K. And now a bonus conversion for G2.
How does he read that? Unbelievable. Saw something in the tape and he's like, I bet he's going to try to go the other way. I'm just going to hold the angle just in case. You know, if he still plants B, that's fine. Or excuse me, A, that's fine. Beautiful. Beautiful stuff here. And of course, Valen with a stinger. Such a scary weapon in his hands. Leaf up to 15.
Giving him the finger wag. A series of massive rounds from this guy. As G2 now find themselves in a very healthy lead, 3 rounds up. So timeout call from XLG will come through. Try to steady things, but economy going to be in a shakier position. Could be a buy down. Bucky, Stinger, something like that could come in, but take a look at the coin-based win condition. And I mean, I'm curious what they're going to look to try to do off the back of this one, because one of the big things that was working so well for them was constantly attacking the B side of the map.
Yeah, that might be what he's talking about here. Just some ideas on how to maybe set up your spacing a little bit for these post plants. Because again, these flood retakes that G2 is going to be able to set up with this composition are extremely scary. You have so much util to cut off space, to cut off vision, and then explode into an area and take somebody out. You know, with that Neon Waylay, it can be really, really tricky, and probably just calming the team down a little bit too. You had some opportunities there to not give over that bonus, but a few shaky moments despite some really good stuff at times from XLG today in terms of sharp mechanics. Trent, oh goodness.
Trying the same shock dart this time, able to be avoided. For the most part, a little bit of damage on the Happy Way once again. Follow-up going to be sent in. No man not quite landing there in tower. This Trent will get revealed. Just tucks back, sends out a drone of his own up and over the harbor wall. Gets the spot onto a couple of players. They do backpedal as now. Here comes the drop down, and Trent able to find the timing. Raga not reading that he was being flanked out of that position. Ends up onto the wayside. This Baby Bay looking for another no-scope. This time won't be able to find it, but it's going to be Valen. His turn to find the 3K. His turn to take the lead. G2 hit double digits.
And this high tide is so cool that Valen is using here because it cuts off the forces. This time, instead of using a grab well to dissect the execute, they use this high tide and they're able to isolate players, set up those flanks in front of it, and then once that drops, then you've got the density of angles for yourselves for those crossfires to take into the main. Really nice setups from G2 on this defender side.
Welcome to the stream,
I like the variety that I'm seeing. I like the protocols that I'm seeing.
Bro, welcome,
and now they're leaning over B, expecting a change up in ideology from XLG. But XLG actually still thinking that A could be their money, but they're just going to go in towards mid-vent initially, but it's a TP back, just trying to bait some rotations out.
As expected, this is such a pivotal round. If XLG aren't able to find it here, again kicked back. G2 2 rounds away from taking the map. Their ult economy as well in a very healthy spot.
Oh man, yeah, teleport sexy da.
Check from Lysor. Cancels him for now. It's a drone to lead forward. Cosmic Divide going to be called in from Happy Way. It's Valen sending out the ult, but gets the hit onto No Man. Just pushes forward. Absolutely tears him to pieces. He's just locked him completely out of his sight. Now sets up another wall.
बंदी करते रास्ता पूरा.
Trent just now arriving.
G2 है यार. देखना
मैच sent through, but Balin still holding close. Turns the flash and has two of them lined up. Looks for that fourth, runs out of bullets. As Lysor able to hold his own. It would have to be an ace clutch to get them back into this to stop G2 from advancing up to 11-round wins.
इन्हों ace लेना पड़ेगा in order to win this round.
I hope he just saves here.
हाँ बढ़िया decision है save करे भरावा.
Take the time, grab the orb, but the time is just not there on his side. 10 seconds remaining. Tuck in along the wall, set up another smoke, and try to stay safe, try to stay protected. But Jogamo is sprinting in around the back. He pursues in a bit deeper, might be able to find him. Pop the Nebula now will dissipate. Lysor holds his own to find a 3K, and does nearly manage to get that ace, but he cannot find the round win.
Well, I mean, still Lysor looking sharp, but it's all Valen. He just shuts this round down by himself. It's off of this Cosmic Divide because it's only leaving that small area in front of the bridge for the plant off of its angle. So he immediately counters with the Reckoning and just pushes. He's like, if they're flooding, I'm going to hit them with this thing. They're going to be slowed up, and I'm going to just come in and deal with them. And then he has that follow-up smoke util to give himself that extra room of space so they can set up that crossfire outside of the main. Beautiful. Great reactions again.
Timeout.
And it hasn't been too long since the previous one, but here comes the final timeout of Abyss for XLG. Now a 5-round deficit. After being neck and neck, they just haven't been able to find a single round win on this attacker side. And this is where we thought that they were going to be favored.
Oh, for sure. Especially after what you saw, you know, against NRG, where they're actually able to make somewhat of a fight, somewhat of a comeback there. But this is just, I think, just better game planning from G2, especially on this A side. You know, I was hoping that there'd be some exploration of B, but, you know, as G2 coming out of this timeout, I'm thinking leaning B again. Why not? You know, if you could just leave 2 on A and you can lock it out anyway, might as well. I'd love to see some kind of early aggression here from G2 in one of the mains, but it's like maybe they're just consider something. We'll see.
Looks like keep hitting this A side of the map.
Yeah.
This time. That one not there. Doesn't have the ult online, but you do have Baby Bay with an operator. Wide angle from backside. Trying to see if he can sneak a catch on anyone. Smoke will disrupt him though. Quickly makes his exit. Meanwhile,
breaking
the door, cuts across into mid.
Look what they're doing. They're completely fanning out away from the A site because they're scared of that util that's been hitting them when they've made those executes. They're just going to take space instead.
Trying some mind games there, I believe, Lysor.
They know better.
Think about where he could have TP'd to. Quick cancel. Valen is already hugging back towards that defender's spawn, so knows that he hasn't gotten himself into that position. Same time going to be called in, but pretty much all players of XLG playing in front of this. 3 players now on the site itself. Draga fish for something there with that sheriff up over the top. Lysor with the Phantom, able to find Jogamo with the push forward into the smoke, gets Valen as well as Trent gets taken down with the Hunter's Fury. It seems like this time the time call working a treat. As trying to tuck into that cubby. Will just get picked apart. Baby Bay stopping it from being a flawless, but will not be able to hold on to the operator. It is a MasterCard drifted for XLG to rally their way back into this map.
Yes, you can see the answers here for XLG is they know that holding those deep post plants in A main isn't going to be effective against this comp. The way that they're able to layer those smokes. I mean, you saw it this time with the Cosmic Divide cutting off main, that we have to play a little bit on site, so that means we have to create space at Heaven, at Ropes, to make sure that we have those extra angles, that we can have a little bit of a safer post plant. So they're going to commit some extra resources to that early, some extra bodies to that early. So now we need to see what kind of adjustment G2 is considering.
G2 करेगी जल्दी देखें ये भी राउंड हारोगे मैं लग रहा है but
little stock standard other than what Val is doing.
Gut feeling.
Baby, how's that refract? Sees the dash, and he's right there in front of No Man. Has him outdone. Shorty more than enough to get the kill. Looks like XLG with that kill, and still not going to be leaning fully into A. They want to explore into mid once again. Valen, just around the corner. Would almost certainly be dead to rights of the Stinger at this range, but then again, Anybody can work a miracle with that gun, it would be him, but Leaf going to be the one getting taken down. Dimensional Drift going to be invested. Valen looking to try to get the collapse here on the Happy Way. Will be able to do so, get himself a weapon upgrade. Meanwhile, Raga forward onto the site, spotting out the two defending players, and Jogamo snappy with that shot, but quickly is traded out. Snowman keeps him in with the advantage. Valen actually obtaining the Stinger. Virgin Path's going to be invested. XLG investing heavily into this round. Valen's still going to be good for one. Jump spot, sees another, trying to hit the stun. Leo eating a bit of damage. Sends out the recon. Will have the clear, but gets the double ping. Knows that they're advancing from this position. The shock darts layered in. Hold them back. Swinging the corner, and that should be the cleanup, but Trent. Getting leaving hands just enough time. Running out of it, though, and no safe way to try to get a defuse going. This round will be XLG's as Snowman finds a 3K. 3 more rounds to go, and they'll be tying us up.
Yeah, it's looking really nice. It's mid-pressure. XLG able to create. Really disruptive. Yes, a weaker buy. G2 here. That refract position. It easy. Or no man. Nice work by Leo on that backside to really buy some time. Delay with his utility. All right, I want to see more of that then, no man. Keep it up.
More ultimates available though for G2.
Good man.
Baby bait. Double dashing forward, trying to see who spots anybody. Happy Way, by enough, but loses the fight. Slide across, Jogamo plants his feet. Eventually is able to clean up the kill. Meanwhile in mid, Trent takes down Raga, and now the Daze is there, saturated from the ult. Baby Bay able to collect Lysor, that leaves just No Man. This time needs a 4K. Wise G2 will be getting themselves up to map point. There's the first. Looks for the second. Won't be able to have it. Trent will shut him down. G2 one round away from closing out their opponent's map pick of Abyss.
Great adjustment here from G2, starting to push towards those mains. You know, if your opponent is going to commit a lot of bodies towards mid, that's going to open up some space for you to send a little bit of pressure on the extremities, and that is exactly what G2 does. And it's really, really nice there. And you have Jogamo to slide past to set you up with those two-player situations. Won't give Happy Way any chance to make any hero plays. Here comes a big one. There's a huge setup coming. Slowed up just a bit.
They're finally trying to attack into this B site. Hunter's Fury going to be opened up. Leap Valen able to find one apiece. The duelists are gone. There's that entry power. That dive dispatched. Just managed to find a kill. A Bucky in hand here around the back. Maybe able to find this spike, but it seems like they're wise to this. Staring at this position, but turns away from it, and that's what Jogamo finds. A gorgeous timing. Ooh. Another solid shutdown from Lysor. Seems to always have his number. Needs so much more. Refract takes Baby Bay out to safety. Saturate close just in case the counter swing is coming through. But Happy Way and Lysor, in the top 2 performers for the squad thus far on this map, have everything to do, and Valen has another timing. And, okay, we'll just have a Leaf take him down off screen. 13-8 G2 struggling in that first half, but they look clean from the defense. They take down XLG on XLG's map pick.
Yeah, you really have to be impressed with some of the protocols and some of the big ideas that you have, especially with this harbor for G2.
And now Haven going to be coming up next. The desk was assured that this was going to be the pick of G2. It is. We'll see if they can close it out or if XLG can fight back and take us to map 3.
ब्रेक 5 मिनट की होती है, पता नहीं 2.5 मिनट की ऐसा हो सकता है। चलो कोई नहीं, करने भाई। शो अपनी स्ट्रीम देखूं मैं। बिग फैन सर। शो अपनी स्ट्रीम देखूं मैं। हाँ जी भाई यार चैट भाई फक यार। ऐसा लगता है क्या चैट? हाँ जी भाई यार चैट भाई। ओ भाई खुद ही बात कर लेता हूँ यार, चैट ही नहीं आ रही थी यार। लेट्स गो भाई। ऐसा लगता है क्या चैट? 1 2 3 4 कितना आया मैं? ओ भाई खुद ही बात कर लेता हूँ यार, चैट ही नहीं आ रही थी यार। 5 1 2 3 4 5 ये बढ़ कैसे रहे? 1 2 3 4 कितना आया मैं? ओ भाई खुद ही बात कर लेता हूँ यार। नो चेक वो कैसी चीज मिली? 5 1 2 3 4 5 वो ट्रैक है वही चीज। 1 2 3 4 कितना आया मैं? ओ भाई खुद ही बात कर लेता हूँ यार। नो चेक वो कैसी चीज मिली? 5 1 2 3 थप्पड़ चीज आइटम करते हुए। नो चेक वो कैसी चीज मिली? होएगा क्या ये? थप्पड़ चीज आइटम करते हुए। होएगा क्या ये? थप्पड़ चीज आइटम करते हुए। होएगा क्या ये? थप्पड़ चीज आइटम करते हुए। बात क्यों तक पड़ेगी? आए आए गंदी नहीं बन रहा भाई। बात क्यों तक पड़ेगी? मैच तो खत्म ही नहीं हो रहा। आए आए वो देख भाई वो कोने में आ गया बन रहा भाई। बात क्यों तक पड़ेगी? मैच तो खत्म ही नहीं हो रहा। आए आए वो देख भाई वो कोने में आ गया बन रहा भाई। अच्छा मैच तो खत्म ही नहीं हो रहा। वो देख भाई वो कोने में आ गया। तो 7 लोग देख रहे हो यार, इसको मैं एडिट भी करना चाहता था। मैं वैलोरेंट का लगाना हूँ बट चलो एनीवे शुरू हो गया होगा क्या?
Masters trophy, Santiago trophy.
Okay, there you go. What was that, like 30 seconds, I think?
दोस्तों चेक करो यार, जैसे ये चैट आ रही है ना
30 seconds flat.
आन दो यार, आन दो भाई। 7 लोगों से बात करते हैं भाई, आ जाओ यार।
Not to destroy your fine art, but we need a blank canvas. And no man, this is.
आ जाओ यार, आ जाओ बात कर।
Okay.
So you've got a minute on the clock.
Okay.
And go ahead and start.
Masters of Art. Hey, वो Teddy bear.
Wow.
Whoa.
Off the rip, he just got it straight away. I don't know if that's just
Damn.
Man's got game knowledge, or that's just good drawing. Either way.
He's using that too much in game.
Well, it seems like the synergy is going really well for you guys. So best of luck in the tournament, and that's it for us.
Easy as that.
Hola, pa' subirle esa chapa me gustan peli, tú sabes que yo soy puto que estoy la es mentira. Full de los bolsillos para darte lo que tú pidas, ya están dándole a la si va con un vuelo de ida.
यार ओके यार, मैं जाना चाहता हूँ, ठीक है यार। ओके भाई, थैंक्स फॉर वॉचिंग। अच्छे से एंड करे स्ट्रीम को दोस्तों। Thanks for watching boys. Make sure you hit and subscribe if you are new to this channel. So live stream तो मैं करते रहता हूँ और साथ में vlogs वगैरह आते हैं और shorts आते हैं और बहुत कुछ ट्राई कर रहा हूँ मैं। So make sure you like it यार, और अपना ध्यान रखो भाई और be thankful to God. Okay, bye bye. सिद्धू भाई, सिद्धू किधर है? हाँ जी, लेट्स गो भाई, लेट्स गो ब्रो। चलो ठीक है ब्रो, चंगा, गुड नाइट, टेक केयर भाई। मुझे याद करो सपने में। हाँ जी, बंद कैसे करूँ?